What is going on, everybody? This is Raj from Eastside Rage, and the reviews for Wukong on PC. Well, PC is out by the critics. It's sitting at an 82. People are applauding it, I guess, for its gameplay story and its graphics. Really, it was at an 84, but it went down a bit due to, I guess, a few mixed reviews. And some of those reviews, I guess, it was due to repetition, everything like that, or whatever. Didn't really look into much in that, but that's not what we're here for. Because apparently, get this, it was for lack of inclusivity. Lack of inclusivity and lack of diversity. And, also I heard somewhere misogynistic remarks. Alright, yeah, let's just read into, I guess, Screen Rant's review, just a quick smidget of it. Right, so I zoomed in enough for you guys. So yeah, it won't look, I guess, too blurry. But anyway, let me move on. So yeah, you can see at Screen Rant's review, they like the combat, the cinematography, the great diversity items and mechanics. Things are, I guess, different. Keeps it going up. But apparently one of their cons is lacking in exclusivity and diversity. Don't know how that's a con. The other two seem, if they're right, it seems right. Game performance is unpolished and gameplay becomes repetitive over time. But apparently, lacking in inclusivity is a problem. I even wrote, my little piece right here. You can see that or whatever. And somebody even said what I said. It is absolutely ridiculous because the game is about a fucking monkey god, monkey king from a fucking book in the 1500s in China. Like, it does not make any sense in China. This game is based on Chinese mythology. I don't understand the logic of what the hell they were expecting. You go down, people are, some people aren't agreeing with, it's the performance, but then again, you didn't play it, but whatever. That's not what I'm here for. Yeah, I'm just here for that. It's just stupid expecting inclusivity and diversity in a game like this. Honestly, like, people are just getting pretty pissed at it, but getting flavored at it. But it doesn't really stop here because you move on, you move up, and there's another journalist that gave it a lower score. I hear it's Tech Radar Gaming that did it or whatever, because they said it. The developer make misogynistic remarks. Apparently, I'm not sure if it's accurate or not, but yeah, they said it's just. They were justifying the low rating or whatever. If you can't see, it's highlighted in pink. Controversy over sexist and misogynistic remarks against female players from the gameplay perspective. But from a gameplay perspective, it's one of that feels lacking in numerous key areas. Some people are thinking that, some people aren't. Because if it's basically it's sexist remarks, other people think it's not. But honestly, we know how journalism works these days. People get triggered over every fucking thing that they don't fucking agree with. To get all political and everything, but that's just how it is. But I'm gonna give you my thoughts later. That's not thoughts later. Let's just move on. We got a few more posts. Black Myth Wukong developer Game Science reportedly bans creators from including politics and feminist content. I honestly, even though it does sound like people are being silenced or whatever, I'm with freedom of speech, but I can't blame him for wanting to do that, because people often, even with a game like this, people are clearly finding ways to get offended by everything. It just, just get offended. Look, just try to fucking drag out the whole, controversy, make people believe the hype and everything. Make people believe in, the fucking hype. Well, I don't know, not the word hype, but you get what I mean. Just to push a narrative that this game is lacking inclusivity and diversity and it's sexist towards women. Like, bro, give me a break. But then there's the do's and don'ts, and one of them I do disagree with him on it. The dudes enjoyed the game. Don't assault other influencers or players. Do not use any offensive language or humor, guilty as charged. I'm gonna fucking do that. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't agree with that point whatsoever. That's dumb in my opinion. It's a rated mature game, and you know, adult content is adult content. Do not include politics, violence, nudity, feminist propaganda, federalization, and other content that instigates negative discourse. Like I said earlier, I can't blame them, but at the end of the day, yeah, freedom of speech. Just let the fucking audience honestly handle that. Like, deal with these people. Just, whatever. Let them talk. It don't matter. Do not use words such as quarantine or isolations or COVID-19. Like I said, he is laying it on a bit thick with the don'ts here or whatever. Don'ts here or whatever. It doesn't really matter. Sometimes they might use it in a different context. And do not discuss content related to Chinese game industry and policies, opinions, and news. It's basically a clusterfuck of both sides going at it, and I'm mostly with the developers on this, although I think they're going a little too far trying to silence people, whatever. It shouldn't matter. Both sides, it shouldn't matter, especially these fucking weird ass journalists being weirdos or whatever. Honestly, trying to, I guess, build up the perception of what they think the world should be, and it's not when they fucking step out of one of their fucking old little fucking courses they took up in college. But anyway, let me just, stop right here and get into my thoughts. Okay, my thoughts on this. Well, yeah. So, okay, I guess we could start off with, basically Screen Rant and the whole thing, of lack of inclusivity and diversity. Like, seriously, I want to just ask, like, what the fuck is going through the back of your fucking heads? Like, really? Like, you fucking popped in a fucking, there's no disc, you fucking got a review code, downloaded the game into your fucking PC or whatever, started fucking playing the fucking game, and you were surprised that you didn't see no fucking white, black, it's back to whatever people walking around. Despite this game being about a fucking monkey god or a fucking monkey king, whatever the fuck some Wukong is, I didn't really read Journey to the West. Fighting a bunch of demons and shit. That you're surprised that you've seen none but Chinese people and things based on Chinese mythology. Try to make it make fucking sense. I don't understand that ideology. I don't understand your fucking ideology. Tech Radar, well, yeah, I don't know if they're going off of that propaganda or whatever. I'm not going to really get into them because they're not really, I guess, I didn't really read all their review, but, I'm going to just focus on Screen Rant right here. Like, it's just that these journalists just focus on things that, I guess, don't really make a game what it is or whatever. I can see if a game, probably takes stuff too far or whatever, pushing a weird ass narrative, then you could probably say why, when it, fucks with the story, fucks with the characters and everything. But this is just not the case. This is about Chinese culture, Chinese mythology, not, what you were taught in your fucking, I guess, gender, I don't know if it's, any inclusive fucking class you took in college. Welcome to the world, bingo. And, even though I'm an American, looking at it every time, even with Stellar Bait, I hear that was developed in Korea, people were fucking, pissed or whatever, trying to say it was racist. They had to fucking patch it. I wouldn't have patched it. I would have said no, patched up, graffiti or whatever, because they thought it was, I forgot it was fucking making fun of black people, whatever. That was one thing. Another thing is they was mad that this thing fucking betrayed, had a Eve, showing too much fucking, I guess, too much skin or whatever, having this and that. So the fuck what? Who fucking cares? It's a rated mature game or whatever. You guys are focusing on the wrong fucking things. For me, it just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, like what I said, make it make sense. It should not be just because the game doesn't totally agree with your political own agenda, stance on what the world should be doesn't mean you should be knocking off points. And what the hell is con for lack of inclusivity and diversity? And what part of the gameplay does that fucking count? Point to, like, what does that have to do with the story? What does that have to do with the gameplay? What does that have to do the in-game mechanics? The graphics. I just said the way the game operates. The pilot optimize. What does that have to do with anything? Try to make it make sense. Show me how does that make sense? Jesus fucking Christ! Like, come on, man! Like it's like the rest of the world. Back to what I said with Stellar Blade. The rest of the world does get confused every time a fucking journalist opens their mouth because you're offended over some shit, and half of the time it don't even be fucking niggas like me. No, I'm not trying to sound like no Uncle Ruckus nigga, but if don't even be fucking niggas, it just be these fucking stupid ass goddamn bitch made fucking goddamn white journalists that want to get involved in shit that has nothing to do with them. I even spoke upon this in my Resident Evil 5 remake. Well, it's not out yet, but my Resident Evil 5 remake video where somebody said, when a GM general said that's a game that shouldn't be remade, it should be redone because it sets in Africa. Check that out if you want to see that. I'll link it below. And as for the developer wanting to, I guess, censor certain stuff. I mean, I don't think he should be censoring anything, and I don't think he should be censoring anything. And I honestly get where he comes from with fucking feminist or whatever getting upset over some shit in a fucking video game. Yeah, them bitches are crazy. They're fucking crazy. They overreact, and it's pure fiction. But yeah, no, I don't. Well, even though, I understand where he's coming from, but I don't think he should be censoring what people have to say about the game. To be honest, like I said, what else? Like, and besides, like I said, I can't be a hypocrite because I say a whole bunch of crazy shit or whatever. I'm always making crazy jokes, whether it be, racist, homophobic, transphobic, sexist, or whatever. Me, I personally, low-key, I hate everybody. But that doesn't, well, okay, I don't hate everybody, but, I make light of everybody. But that's what I mean. I think they should just chill with that. Just let the fucking fans and content creators just eat these people up, pause on that. Just let us do what we gotta do. Yeah, and I'm technically on their side. I don't like it when people just take their own personal politics, like I said before, and just fucking, try to push a narrative on something. Honestly. And it is stupid. It is stupid, to be honest. It is really stupid. Yeah, it's just kind of ridiculous, like I said, gender and race swapping and video games and fucking, movies, to fucking, trying to do female empowerment, I guess sometimes even kid empowerment or whatever, trying to have people feel like, inclusivity. Yeah, inclusivity can be a good thing, but it's not always a good thing. And in this game, it would not be a fucking good thing. I know you see Assassin's Creed doing that shit, but that's clearly not good or whatever. Technically, trying to flip to that was supposed to be the first game in Japan. Now imagine you having a game, Egypt technically is in Africa, but you got whites and blacks up there, but so that doesn't matter or whatever. But what was I saying? Just say you had Assassin's Creed game saying maybe maybe perhaps Nigeria, Botswana, places like that, Kenya, places like that, but you decide to put in a fucking white character. I know I'm going off rails, but you see what I mean with that or whatever. So yeah, no, and diversity is not always, and inclusivity is not always a fucking good thing. That's that. And Black Myth Wukong, even though, you have a monkey fighting a bunch of enemies, I don't think that it should be a bunch of white and black fucking people in that fucking game. It doesn't make no sense. But anyway, I'm going to just wrap it up and moving on. Like I said, just journalists, just fucking use your heads, think for a second, and realize that not all ends of the world don't think like you do. And, For fuck's sake, not everybody gonna give a fuck about cancel culture. Anyway, this is Eastside Rage signing out. Keep raging out. I'll catch you on the next stream. Wukong is coming up midnight Tuesday. Be there.